Luke, we're back out November the 17th.
Yeah, November 17th for Victoria Warehouse, back in my hometown of Salford, so I'm very happy.
Well, last time out you was at the De Vere in Bolton.
Yeah,
where
venue.
You
yeah.
returned. It was almost a year out, was it, after
It was
that
a
injury?
year, I think it was a year to a day, or it might have been a day after.
And
my
a
last.
great performance against a bit of an unknown quantity, because you couldn't really call him a journeyman or anything like that. Even though he didn't have a win on his record, I think he'd had 2 or 3 losses at the time.
Yeah, I mean, Paul Ducey, I think his name was. Yeah, he's a tough little man, to be fair. I know Kane Gardner just recently stopped him a few shows ago.
Yeah, he was doing a 6 rounder with him, I think.
That's right, yeah.
He stopped him in the 3rd round, but
yeah.
he was brutal. He was really going for it, wasn't he?
Of course, yeah.
But a little change in style yourself when you fought him, because normally a slick boxer who moves and hits and very rarely gets hit, he stood and traded a little bit.
That's it. I mean, obviously you need to tick them boxes off as you step up in opposition. But also, at the time I had that fight, I had an injury in that fight that I sustained in the 1st round.
Yep.
So it completely threw me off my game plan, and that's why I decided to box that way. And having discussed with Blaine, my coach in the corner, that's the type of tactics that we use to try and disguise the injury, if you must say that. Obviously, being a 4-rounder, I was in a lot of pain, and I went to the hospital straight after the fight. And
was it a fracture or?
it was fractured in 2 places, but they also found like an old bone there that was damaged, so it could have been damaged a long time before that. So that needed to be.
So what's happened? Have you actually have to have an operation, or is it just a little bit of rest and recovery?
That's it, just a little bit of a rest. Probably an operation more down the line, but it's nothing necessary right now. It's more just letting it rest and that. Well, I'm back in the gym, I'm punching again, and everything's fine. So.
What's this? Is this fight number 9 coming up now?
Yeah, it's my ninth professional fight, and just next week. On the 24th of October, if I'm right there, I will be a pro for 3 years. So.
Because you were very young when you turned over,
right,
18 years old, weren't you?
Yeah.
And how are you feeling now? You know what I mean? Because you're back. Hopefully, you know, this was going to be your year. 2018 was the year when hopefully you'll be picking up titles. Is that something you're going to be looking for in 2019? Is that what you're going to be looking for?
I mean, yeah, it's every young lad's dream to fight for a belt, and obviously I was out the ring for a year because of my knife attack, so that kind of threw me off my progression. I missed out on good 5 fights there, so do you know what I mean? It's one of them
But
things,
you are living the young boxer's dream, because you're training down here at Ricky Hatton's gym, by the side of Ricky Hatton.
Well, that's it. I mean, Blaine's my trainer, my head coach, Mike Jackson's my second, but Rick's here just as much as the other coaches, and he gives me some great advice, and I'm constantly learning, being around all 3 coaches.
Just being in this place, you know, it must bring you up a level or 2.
Definitely. I mean, being around the lads and the coaches, you learn every day new things, and
plus the people that come here to spar. I mean, it must make a lot of difference. It's putting you onto a different level without actually having to do anything else.
Well, that's it. I mean, I think it was last week or 2, I was sparring Andy Keats, who's fighting for the vacant English.
Right.
And I did really well, so there's no reason why I can't be in that position myself when the time's right.
And you think that time might be some point in 2019, or is that like baby steps still in there, and you maybe going for the smaller titles?
Yeah, probably the smaller titles, like a central area or something like that, because I've missed out on 5 fights last year, so in my head I need to get them fights back.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's hampered my progression. But a title next year, it's a must for me. Do you know what I mean? I'm eager to get back onto that level of what people looked at. You know, like the stardom side of it. People
because
really
Box
raving
Nation,
about
didn't
me.
it?
Yeah.
Box Nation did tip you as prospects. I think that was 2017, wasn't
That's
it?
it. So having a horrid year with my knife attack, it really put a damper on things. But I'm just happy to have got back in the ring, proved all the doubters wrong, and that's it.
And with the injuries, was there any issues? You know, in that fight,
no,
you know,
not
but
at all.
excluding your hand, obviously, but you know, with the facial injuries, no problems with them now.
Not at all, no.
And they're healing up really well, aren't they?
That's it. You can see there now. So
Action Man scar, that, innit?
that's it, mate. I mean, that's what it's about. You know, I'm happy. I'm in a good place, and I just want to get back in there and hopefully fight for like a small title.
As I said, you've got a bit of a baby face, mate, so now you might be able to intimidate your opponents
That's it, mate,
before
yeah.
you get in the ring.
That's it. I mean, obviously, I know Steve Wood has plans for me, and I don't know what he wants me to do just yet. But I've just got to keep fighting and keep winning, and no one can deny me anything then. So.
Well, that continues November the 17th at Victoria Warehouse, where hopefully I'll be chatting to you and you'll have win number 9.
That's it, mate. Thanks to all my sponsors as well and
go on
everyone
then.
support me.
Can you go?
Swan Minicabs, Salford, biggest and best taxi firm in Salford. So if anyone needs a taxi there, go to them. I'd like to thank Alliance Ltd, who are based in Eccles, IJ Plant and Labour Hire, Kinsella Tax, Dushen Now, and CVSL Car Hire.
Hey, you've got a bit of competition now, mate, because you are the Salford fighter. You know, you're following in the steps of Jamie Moore and Stevie Foster Jr. But
yeah.
you've got Mark Leach now, after his
well,
cracking performance at the Warehouse.
That's it. I mean, you know what, right? We all come from Salford, so I think we all support each other. But I'm happy to see Mark doing really well, and I think he's in terms of levels, he's a higher level than me now.
Yeah.
So I'm chasing Mark's tail. So but yeah, I wish him all the best. He's a top lad, and wish Jamie and all them the best as well. I know Steve Foster's got a new gym as well, so
Yeah,
good
yeah.
luck to him too.
Hopefully he'll be on the circuit with us with some of his fighters. So
We all
listen,
sit together on the boxing circuit, and especially coming from where we're from, Salford. That's what it's about, innit? So
all right, Lee.
just hope people can support me. That's the main thing.
All right, well, they can come down Victoria Warehouse,
Yep.
17th of November.
Yeah.
Take care, mate.
Thanks
Bye.
so much. Cheers.